Hi everybody, we're here today at Macedonia Brook State Park, one of the nicest state parks in Connecticut, and there's a beautiful campground here. I prefer this campground over any other, but here we are. Here's a map of the park. Here's your camping area. Macedonia Brook is a fantastic fishing hole, and we're right off of the Appalachian Trail. This is literally on the Appalachian Trail. Um, So we're here today. It's September 5th, Saturday, 12:30, and it's about 70 degrees. And if you look up, you couldn't ask for a better day to be outside. We have people picnicking, and everybody's trying their best to deal with this coronavirus. But we want to talk about reports today. We are getting reports, and everybody's wanting to remain anonymous. We want to just reassure everybody that if you send us your reports, they are going to be kept anonymous. Let me give you an example. We have a report from someone. We're just going to say K, um, capital K, in Glastonbury. Sent us a report from several years back along Rogers Road, right near some of the orchards. Glastonbury has some of the nicest orchards in Connecticut. Really, really nice. Rose's Berry Farm and Belltown Orchards is there, and it's just a great place. So there's a lot of fruit there. This happened in the fall, and Kay said that her brother reported seeing something large bipedal running into the apple orchards near the People's State Forest, and the witness themselves, Kay, actually had an encounter where something jumped out of the trees and took off bipedally on foot into the orchards near People's State Forest. So there we go. We have someone that sent us pictures of tracks from Robin Swamp. As you know, Robin Swamp is awesome. It's a solid 5 on the Squatchometer. We saw large footprints ourselves. Um, and we're getting some reports from Franklin Swamp and Spinessie Wildlife Refuge down off of Route 93, Route 97 in Scotland, Connecticut. Reports of dogmen and Bigfoot activity there. So we're keeping everybody anonymous, and we just want you to feel comfortable sending us stuff because we do follow up on these reports. We're here today, this beautiful park, being on the Appalachian Trail. I'm going to go ahead and squatchometer this place. This is a solid 5, straight up. You can't ask for a better um, place to go squatching than here. Just you get off some of the trails here. We have a lot of trails here. Of course, the brook itself runs through here and all this, and we got some lakes here. This is a great camping site. Of course, the office is closed, so I don't know if you can camp here or not right now, but if you can and you're looking for a nice quiet campground in Connecticut, this is the one. So we're just reminding everybody to get out there to these places right here on the Appalachian Trail. Take advantage of it. It's free. And go hiking on the Appalachian Trail. You don't have to do the whole length of the thing. You got kids and a family, and a job, and you can't spend 3 months doing the trail. Check it out right here in Connecticut. And we will see you on the next investigation. Thanks, everybody. Okay, let's look at the brook. So as you see here, this is a great fishing spot. If you like fishing, I do. This is a special trout area with wild trout, kind of unusual in Connecticut, and trout and salmon stamp is required to fish here. Here's the brook itself. You can see the water level is very low. So late summer, you're probably not gonna have a great trout fishing experience. They're hiding out in thermal refuges deep in the woods and bigger pools. But just looking in the river right here, I could see a lot of food base for them. There's some shiners and red dace minnows in there. I've fished here. This place is awesome, and I've had crazy experiences. I was camping here, and a deer started running back and forth, jumping all around, just having a great time. Juvenile deer, bursting with energy. And this happened. This went on for about 40 minutes just outside my tent, so I had a great shot. You see, we have a nice pavilion over here. and the trails just crisscross all through here. Check it out, but I recommend coming when the water is a little higher, and it's also a great place to go check out the leaves. Kent Falls is right down the street, but it's closed. Everything's closed. Go to your state forest. We're giving you some advice from CCIS. Check these places out. If you're trying to find a park right now, other than like this one, it's not much. This is nice because there's picnic areas and they didn't close the entrance. The reason they didn't close the entrance is because there are some houses on either end of the forest, and we got some purple moths flying around. But check us out, CCIS. Send us your reports. We'll keep them confidential, and get out there and enjoy this state and other states in the area. We're bringing them to you. Have a nice day, everybody. So we're driving through Macedonia Brook right now, and you can see the picnickers around. We're heading into the campground area, and there are just grills all over the place. We just saw some wild trout. We were looking in the brook, and really neat to see them, and you can immediately tell a wild trout from a stock trout just in the way they behave. But if you look around here, again, we're in Macedonia, in Macedonia Brook State Park, and it is squatchy in here. I mean, you got the perfect habitat. This brook, even though it's low water right now, stays full all the time. This is a great place to come picnicking. Everybody wants to picnic on, of course, Labor Day weekend. This is one of the places you might want to try doing that. It's open, and everybody's distant. There's ample picnic tables available. Some in the shade, and the pavilion was open. But here's a hiking area. I went up in here when I was camping here one time, this very trail, and I saw a flock of dozens and dozens of large turkeys. So there's a lot of forage base here. I didn't have a squatch experience, but I wasn't squatching. I wasn't call tapping or doing any of that stuff. And if you're just going about your business hiking, squatches are probably aware of you and you're unaware of them. That's a very common thing. So there are some people camping here. Looks like you can camp here. They're having a great time. This is definitely, we got a dog right here. This is definitely one of the best, if not the best, campground in Connecticut. And just way up there in the Squatch-O-Meter. And as you can see, it's just dense, old growth forest. It's one of my favorite parks here. So we're just putting places on the map for you. But today we're just trying to encourage you to send us the reports, and you'll remain anonymous. And we'll follow up on it, and we'll let you know what we found as well as it's in the videos. But we will actually communicate to you if you want, and let us know, or we'll let you know what we found, if anything. Check out the Appalachian Trail. The town, Kent, right down the road. If you like walking around in a hustle and bustle little New England town, that's it right there. One of southern New England's finest little foofy little towns right here. But we're in the camping area here, and people are camping. So this campground is open. Looks like it's not overbooked. Quiet. The campers are quiet here, which is hard to find in a Connecticut campground. We're going to be turning around here. And, send us our videos. Check us out on our social media sites, Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. We're always active. Let us know what you think. Respond to us. We'll communicate. Reach out. We'll talk to you. We're here today, just loving this. Squatchy as it gets in Connecticut, right off of the Appalachian Trail. And of course, the Appalachian Trail has many reports. They use listen, these animals, bears, deer, squatches, moose, all animals are going to use trails the same as we do. The ease of access to get from one point to the other. So there's a lot of reports. Probably if you look in the states that have the trail, you're going to see that those are concentrated along that trail system because it's a greenway. Got some real nice stonework here. 18th century stonework. Portalets everywhere, and the trails just shoot off in every freaking direction here. It's awesome. The water's low, so you're definitely not going to be swimming here. The fishing probably isn't that great unless you can find a pool. But you know, in these conditions, I don't even like to fish. I leave them alone. I'm having a hard time as it is. So we're just out here today, making a video for you guys. And people are camping. I don't know if you just camp because the office is closed. We're going to be turning around right up ahead and check us out on our next investigation. Who knows where.